Let's go through Liquid 189, duplicate zeros. For this question, it give us integer array, and we want to have the zero duplicated. And then, so we'll see. This is the original array, have 1, 0, 2, 3, 0, 4, 5, 0. So what we need is that when we meet a zero, we'll add a duplicate zero offset. And then the array, the array, we're going to shift to the right. So let's see, when there are multiple zeros, right? So this four is going to the end. So when we add two zeros, it will get rid of the 5 0. Um, we we we're asking whether we can do O n time complexity and in place. Because if we don't do ON, of course we can do brute force ON square, right? So for every zero, and we from its end um trying to add one, right? Add one and then shift this to the right. Um, So ON square, of course, it's easy to write, but if we want to do ON and constant space, what we're thinking about is that we can go through um, this I, right? We can consider two pointers. One is I pointer, another is J pointer. So initially, I and J, they are all pointing to this index zero, right? So then if this number is not zero, I just go move to the next. If it is zero, right, J is going to move to two steps. So it is going to move, not now I is here, but J is already moved to here, right? And also when I come here, J is moving to here, right? So what we do is that when we go through the I, right, in the end, we have another pointer. J should be pointing to some place else. So the J pointer um, is when I move one, right? If array I is zero, J is going to move two. Otherwise, J is also move one. And when we when we think about now I is at n minus one, right? And J is at somewhere. Then what we do is that J is going to have J minus minus, right? So if array I is not an zero, right? Then what we do is that we just J and I both move one space. And if I array I it is a zero, this means J can move twice, right? And also there is some condition is that if this J is smaller than n, then we can have this array result J to be the new array I, right? So let's write code for this. So what we do is that we can have int n equals array dot length, right? So we want to know the J's position after I move to n minus one, right? So J initially we set as zero. So what we do is that for int v in array, right? So J should add equal to if v equals zero, then this is true. Otherwise, we J just move one, right? So in the end, for example, I is we can also use a for loop, right? So in the end, I is at n, right, and J is at another place. So then what we do is that we reversely from for int I equals n minus one, right? I greater equal to zero, I minus minus, right? So how can we J move to zero? So we can also write similar code, right? So J minus equal to array I equals zero, right? If it is zero, J is going to move one. So this is the reverse condition, right? But the thing is that we for this kind of J move, if J is moving into uh smaller than n, right? Then we need to update the array J, right? So we need to update array J, right? So array J should be equals to array I, right? But the J move inside this array range, we need to check two steps, right? Because if it is zero, it is possible it is moving one. If array I is not zero, then J just move one step inside of n, right? If it is zero, it is possible moving, for example, moving the two, they are both inside zero, or just moving one of that is inside the array n, right? So we need to check both. So what we do is that so instead of write this, what we do is we need to write if smaller j is smaller than n, right? Then that is j move one step. If this one is already in the array n range, array range will have array j equals array I, right? And also we can the other one if array I equals zero, right? Then we have to move j again, right? So we can write and with this one j smaller than n. So we'll have array j equals array I or equals to zero, right? Whatever. So this will be the code. This one, we'll see if it is zero. We try to it will going to tell these conditions. So J will also move one step, right? So this will be the code. It will be O n time complexity with constant space um, complexity. And we can also write a Python code for this. So we're going to have a equals length of array. Then j equals zero. So what it is for way in array j plus equal to 2 if way equals to 0, else that is 1. Right? Then what we do is that for I in range n minus 1 to minus 1 step is minus 1, right? So we have j minus equal to 1. So if we have j smaller than n, then we'll have array j equals array I, right? And I will say if array I equals to 0, right? And we cannot write n because in Python, right, we cannot write this one, right? So we should write, we will always have j minus equal to 1, right? So we'll say if j is smaller than n, we can have array j equals array or equals 0, whatever you want.